Hey everybody, thank you for joining me this afternoon. Just checking in with you. I just did my little lap around that lake, and it gets easier every time I do it. And by lap, by no means am I talking about running. I just started with the walking. You got to build up to some things. So this time I'm not out of breath. I made it all the way around in faster time than I had previously. So I think what I'm going to start doing now to keep moving things up a level with this 4-month challenge is I will go further distances. Just keep working forward to do the best that I can because that's the way you build a habit. You have to do things over and over again a few times in order to develop a habit. And also, in that process of developing that habit, if you're doing things that are going to make you healthier, happier, and have more independence, um, it's worth it. So I hope you're getting your body moving, even if it just means doing some stretches every day or some hand exercising, extending and balling up. Extend and balling up. There's lots of different things that you can do. Do some mindfulness exercises like thinking about, you know, why am I ready to get something to eat right now? Am I really hungry or am I eating because I'm bored or is it, emotional eating? What's going on with me? And eating just to the point of being satisfied and not overdoing it because if you overdo it, then you'll find yourself feeling miserable and becoming more lethargic, um, and it's more negative on you in the long run. Also, again, drinking water, drinking plenty of water every day. Water is good for you. It's good to hydrate you, especially on hot days and with all our bizarre weather and everything that's going on. And our bodies are comprised mostly of water. So, water is for life. So, it's a good thing for you to do and to be, to have, ready. Lots of different water filtration systems, which I've talked about on this channel before. This carry along, tag along, I like to call it, is actually a Brita. So it does have the little filter in there. So that's more like filtering water on the spot. There's the Life Straw, which is really filtering water on the spot, like if you had bug out or whatever, and you just have that in your backpack or whatever, and you were somewhere where there was a stream and it was only accessible water for you, that Life Straw can filter out a lot of that ickiness that's in that pond so that you're getting what's good and healthy for your body. It's small, it's very affordable, and at the time when I purchased mine, a portion of the funds that they get from each sale of the Life Straw was going to help those in underprivileged countries that really struggle with water every day. And a lot of us have probably seen that on the news or on commercials and different programs where places are trying to raise money to help people um, that I'll call the underserved to have life sustaining water. And I think that's a good value system and a good thing to work towards. Another kind of way of having the water that you need because water is so important for our lives is like I have a Berkey system, which I've shown it before, and I can do another video on it if you're interested in that. Put a message down in below in the comment section. Um, my water tastes a whole lot better since I started using the Berkey. I am a big fan. And at the time when I got it, I thought, boy, can I really afford to get this thing? Um, but I tell you what, now that I have it, I can't afford to not have it. And so I'm really grateful and thankful that I have it because it does make a difference in the water that I drink and that my guests drink when they come visit me. And those filters do last a decent amount of time, which makes it worth the amount of money that you're paying because you've got the system where you putting the bottom and the top together and the filters in there and the lid on it, and then you're putting a little handle so that the the water can come out. Very simple process. A kid could probably put it together. And you might think, well, why does it cost the amount that it costs? Well, it's a life sustaining thing. And, you're paying a lot more for the filters because the filters are really good and they do last an extremely long time if you take care of them right. Something to think about. And I know there's other systems out there and there's lots of videos out there where people would tell you how to do the same thing with a couple of buckets that you get from your hardware store and um, or the multiple layers of rocks because that's where I started at on the prepper journey many years ago, trying to do the multiple layers of rocks and things like that. And so I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying that this is a very, very good way to have clear, pure water without all the ickiness that our bodies don't really need. Some other people may get lots of bottled water. Lots and lots and lots of bottled water get sold every day. And that works for people if they have the space to hold all those bottles of water. And, they drink the bottles of water and then they're either throwing the plastic in the trash or in the recycling, one way or the other. Um, this is reusable. I have some other ones in the fridge where I keep some of the water cold that are stainless steel, which I really prefer the most. Uh, Stainless steel or glass containers. So there's lots of options for how you do what you need to do. Whatever you do, I hope that you are doing something good for yourself. Trying to make sure you have a little bit of water set back if you're able to. Notice what you eat. Take your time, slow down when you're eating so that you can savor the flavor of everything that's going in your mouth. You should be able to taste that butter or the peppers. You should be able to taste those collard greens or those kale or the Swiss chard, those onions, carrots. Enjoy it. Savor the flavor. Don't just put it in and let it go down. Sorry, there's an airplane passing overhead. Try to enjoy your flavor of your food. You know, take a bite. Either put that fork or spoon down between bites. Take your time to chew if it's a sandwich or something that you need to chew. If you're using a sandwich, you take a bite, put the sandwich down. Finish chewing that. There's no rush. Take your time. Enjoy your food. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. But already hasn't even been 2 full weeks yet on this 4 month journey to better health. And the challenge is going well. Initially it was just like, ugh, am I going to really do this? How tired am I going to be? Will there be any level or measurement of success? How will I know when I succeeded? But you know what? Getting up and going out there every day, breathing in the fresh air, the more I move, although at first it was just like, blech, but over time, the more I move, the better I felt. The more I'm able to move, the more my mobility increased and my state of mind increased in a positive way. And I can get out there and see the birds and the ducks or the kids playing in the park or feel the breeze of the wind against my face. It's been very positive. So I hope that you're taking time to do something good for yourself. It doesn't mean that results are going to show overnight, but don't worry about them showing overnight. How do you feel? Once you've done what you've done, do you feel better? Initially, you're going to be pouring sweat like I was. Remember last week in that video? And I was like, I was pouring sweat. I'm a little shiny now, but I'm not pouring sweat like I was then. And it's still 80 degrees and sunny outside right now, but I feel better. And like I said, I was able to make that lap around a lot easier, a lot faster, and I feel better. I feel better now that I'm done. So now I get to relax a little bit and drink my water. This is my goal to drink 3 of these a day, at least. If I drink 3 of these today, then that's a good 60 ounces, which is what I'm working towards. And when I drink, drink some in the morning, midday, and if I drink some at night, maybe not everybody's interested in drinking that water at night, but if I have a drink of water at night, when it's time to get up the next morning, I don't have any leg cramps. And I had been told that, part of the issues with leg cramps was that sometimes people don't have enough water in their system or potassium or whatever. And I'm not a doctor and I am not a lawyer. So just take this as just advice from someone that's experiencing something. So it has helped me so far on my journey. And just look at how much further we have to go. So I look forward to hearing from you down in the comments section if you're with me on this journey and how things are going so far. If you want to send an email, you can email me at peopleandtheirstuff@gmail.com and I'll respond to the email. But until later, thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day and treat yourself good. Don't cheat yourself. You deserve good health. You deserve just to even feel better for a few minutes and have that peace and relaxation. I'll talk to you again soon.